Hi, everyone, and welcome back to AWS Julie. Today, we're continuing our new series called AWS Noteworthy. And in this episode, we're going to cover a few highlights from last week. Please remember to... Okay, so let's dive in. And for this Noteworthy episode, I want to dedicate it to women in tech. Since it is Women's History Month, plus I want to talk about the newly released AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate Beta exam. That is so super exciting. But let's start off with women in tech because I've been seeing a lot of great posts all around women in tech featuring different women, promoting different women, but also a lot of promotion and support from each other. So that's been really amazing. My list of favorite women to follow on LinkedIn, Reddit, and other communities, it grows daily. So it's really hard to get a list. And I've been working on it all week of all the women that I follow and that I try to check in with daily to see what they're working on. And I planned on talking about all of them, but there's a lot of them and it would be a really long video. So I'm going to focus probably on the two women in my life that impacted me the most. And that was Keisha Williams and Faye Ellis. And I absolutely love Keisha Williams. I give her a lot of credit. She was a mentor at A Cloud Guru for me, a mentor, a friend, and I credit her. She basically taught me machine learning. And when I was studying for the machine learning specialty certification, Keisha and I were working on a recommendation engine, and that project really helped me understand and pass the certification exam. And not only did she help me with that, but as soon as A Cloud Guru and Linux Academy joined, we became fast friends. We actually worked together on a team project, and that was the machine learning recommendation engine. But she's absolutely amazing, and she's in the community almost daily. She creates courses, she creates content, she speaks at different events. Just absolutely amazing. And she has the biggest heart. She's going to do whatever she can to help you. And then I want to also talk about Faye Ellis, because Faye Ellis was creating content for AWS early on. And if you look out in the community, there are not a lot of women who are out there creating AWS training and certification content. And I do need to go back and check, but Faye really helped me create the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate certification content that I created for Linux Academy and A Cloud Guru. And I'm not sure, like I said, I need to check. But I think that I am the only woman who has created content for that certification exam. And if you look at all the different courses and out in our community, the different training for that certification exam, I'm really proud to be one of very few women who created content for that certification exam. And Faye has that also because she created content for the developers and for the security specialty exam. And Keisha did the same. She's created cloud practitioner content, machine learning content, Alexa content, lots of different content for AWS. But I'm going to add a list of women that I check in with daily that I follow so that maybe you can find one or two that you're not following that may help you in your journey. Now, let's talk about the big news from last week in AWS was the new beta exam for the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. So this will be the SAA CSA-C03. And I'm really excited about this new exam. And I want to give a huge shout out to the AWS certification team. Not only do they create top-notch industry certification exams, but the speed at which they're coming out with updated beta exams, but also updated certification exams is absolutely amazing. They're crushing it. And I'm really excited to see where this momentum takes us in the future. And I'll add a few links if you want to know more about the new beta C03 exam. And if you're currently studying for the C02 exam, or you're about to, this really shouldn't change your plans. I've seen that it takes probably an average of 6 to 8 weeks if you have some sort of experience and background in IT to study and pass the certification exam at the associate level. And you already have that fundamental understanding of IT and AWS. It makes it a lot easier, so the study process goes a little bit quicker. And I've been getting a lot of questions on which exam to take, the C02 or the C03. I'm going to recommend that if you're already studying for the C02, go ahead and just keep going. If you're planning on starting soon, then you can look at the two different exam guides and see which exam would better suit you. But one thing to consider is there's not any training for this new beta exam yet. So you have to give the AWS content creators out in the community a chance to update their current courses. And I think you're going to see those updates coming in probably this week if they have not already been added to the current AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate Exam preparation courses. And AWS also released a blueprint for this updated exam. So I'm going to add a link for that as well. And you can check that out and get a little bit more information. And AWS said that they're going to be providing more information around this updated beta exam. So stay tuned and I'll share that as soon as I see it. But from what I've seen from the exam guide and the blueprint, this beta exam just looks like sort of an evolution of the C02 exam, adding in sustainability. And this is just me. I don't think that it's going to be a radically different exam like it was going from the C01 to the C02. And John Bonzo shared out in the community this week a great article that may give you a little bit more depth and understanding into the C03 exam that's now in beta. And I'll add a link for that as well. And I also saw this past week great wrap-ups from reInvent. And I'm going to add a link for the networking wrap-up because that's my specialty. But if you look out in the community, they added wrap-ups for almost all of the domains. And I think those are a really great resource, not only to catch up with what is happening in AWS, but also for training and certification as well. And I found 2 new books that I'm going to add to our AWS training and resource documents. I added the link for both of those. And I also found a new education program, which I also added the link for that as well. And that wraps up another AWS Noteworthy episode. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope to see y'all again real soon.